The year is almost over, but you know what? Gifts still keep coming, and I need to give a big shout out to my good buddy Kazuki for getting what is arguably my most anticipated figure of the year, even though I didn't know it was coming out until a couple weeks ago. Yes, today, everyone, we are diving back into the world of Bandai with Bandai's latest Godzilla store exclusive Gemstone Megalon figure. Oh, it is an exciting day. So, if you paid attention to last year's Godzilla Fest, the 2023 edition, my first one I ever got to experience in person, this little studio called Gemstone produced a short film that was a sequel to their Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex in honor of Megalon's 50th anniversary, and was aptly titled Godzilla vs. Megalon. Ran about 10-15 minutes long, and was all sorts of serious awesomeness. I cannot in words describe how much I absolutely love that short film. Excuse me. To the point, I have been pushing the idea that Gemstone should make a full-length film with that style, because this right here, this Megalon represents what Godzilla could be. The short took what is arguably a very cool but kind of dorky monster for the time, upgraded him into fantastic modern sensibilities with a very biomechanical look. Because, well, let's be honest, that's what Megalon is. He's supposed to be a stag beetle, but he's more of a bioweapon than anything else. I've been waiting for Bandai to produce this because, well, that's what Bandai does. If there's a monster, there's a variation of it, they're making a figure of it. And it took them over a year, but it's finally here. Like I said, shout out to my buddy Kazuki for getting this to me as quickly as possible. The man is a saint. Thank you, Kazuki. So let's take a look at this beautiful action figure. So it is a Bandai Movie Monster Series figure. Stands about 6 inches tall. But unlike some of the other ones, this is one of their better detailed figures. So considering that it is based on a CG model and not a suit, there was a lot more room to work with. As you can see, there is intense sculpting within the actual figure. The details are actually quite extravagant. So in the back, you have what is not really giving away of the original Megalon, but still a powerful upgrade of what a classic Showa monster could look like in modern times. This is absolutely astounding. Now, the downsides, it's a Movie Monster Series figure, so he is limited in his articulation. As you can see, he's only got movement in the shoulders right there, and his legs are way up here. So you got movement there and there. Tail, no move. Head, no move. So essentially, you got 4 points of articulation. But does that really matter? Well, no, because this is an amazing figure. The sculpt, like I said, absolutely spot on, fantastic. The paint job is actually very immaculate, as you can see. They have the hues inside and the under armor right there. The paint on the back, giving that classic orange glow. Very well done. And you've seen some of my reviews of some of the newer Movie Monster Series figures where Bandai seems to skip out on painting certain aspects of their figures. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. Now, let me get a little closer here and give you a look at the face. So the facial sculpt is pretty good. The mandibles are bright silver with a very muted orange for the eyes. And just giving you another good look at what we got going on here. So, like I said, this is actually better than their Gigan Rex. Now, to be fair, Gigan Rex is a very basic design, even though it is very unique in its own way. But it looked like a little more cartoonish, if you will. This has a very anime, very Kita Amamiya vibe to it, that kind of 90s era of Kamen Rider, if you will, and that aesthetic works big time for me. Just in general, I love that aesthetic. I love that biomechanical, highly detailed look. So he does have his tag. You see there is the CG model. There we go. So on the inside, there is his silhouette. And give me the whole rundown. And there he is on the back. So he is part. So that means that we now have the complete Gemstone lineup thus far. Hopefully Toho gets Gemstone to do some more stuff. Like I said, hoping against hope. A full movie done by that studio, because the work is rather impressive. He is a Godzilla store exclusive, so you can order him from the Japanese store right now. He's out on shelves there. That is how I got him so fast. Again, shout out to Kazuki. Or you can go to the American Godzilla store, where he is up for pre-order, and I believe he is scheduled for a March release out here, but that could give or take. That said, overall, this is one of my absolute favorite figures of the year. I probably should sit down and do a little figure review, but yeah, we'll see. So, as an end cap to the year, I couldn't be happier. I love this dude to death. Megalon always has a special place in my heart. It was the very second Godzilla movie I ever saw. I had my really crappy 4th generation dub VHS that my mom bought for me from Warehouse. So Megalon always has a soft place in my heart. But to see him get this really stellar upgrade and kind of the due I feel that he was owed, couldn't be happier. Well, there you guys go. That is my review of the Bandai Movie Monster Series Megalon. Remember, if you like what you see, we do have a show. It's called The Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. You can find us at thekaijukingdompodcast.com. And if you don't like to download, you can always stream us on your favorite podcast streamers, including Apple, Spotify, or wherever else you find better podcasts. We're also on social media. It's right there. X, Instagram, Facebook, right there. If you want to reach out to us, ask us a question, comment, keep up with all the news that's going on in the kaiju world, that is where you can find us. Talk to us, whatever you want. And if you like what you're seeing on this channel, like and subscribe. It's a free country. I ain't telling you what to do, but if you want to hit that button, hey, feel free. I'm not complaining. And on that note, that will wrap up this edition of the Koffers. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.